Welcome, MMT. Here's what we got. As I was saying before we came live here, to make sure that you're training on the Nasdaq 100 Volatility Index, is that you can't go up in value, and it's a fear indicator. That's why it's called volatility. When this is rising, that means that the broader market intraday is selling into the top end rallies, exactly what we said in pre market, to the letter and to the T. And with that pre morning gap opening sequence, dollar price on balanced volume, the upper end of your Keltner bands per se intraday that had reached the upper end, but price had dropped before those would turn. But you could see that mathematically, when they did not want to go higher, that is what gave you the opportunity to sell the shorts down. And the broader market has been doing that for a number of days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days here on the bottom of the VXN. But look at here. The last couple of days we've been rising. Friday was a down day and it went up. But today was a big gap opening, and during the range of what we pull back to right now, we're in the last hour. We're in the last hour. When you take a look at the highs that were on the Dow, and you take a look at the highs that were on the NDX and Comp and S&P, you're clearly going to understand that the broader side of the market up on the top end, the higher beta, have been selling into it. That's why you're pulling back, and this is what we call a top down. And that only happens, the only way that this could be going up in value. Yes, it's kind of confusing for people to say, well, you are up. Sure, you're up across the broader part of the spectrum, but we just came down and put another low here in Google, right where I said to look at buying it in this area, and there's another area below it. But then stocks will bounce, but they're well off their highs. That's why the volatility fear indicators are going up. And it suggests to me that there are going to be higher volatility dollar price movement looking forward between now and the end of this week, the following week, and that we're going to continuously start to see where that volatility in the pre-market futures or headlines would start to hit the tape, even though there was massive downgrades on Friday worldwide. This is a short cover tape for the bull, but the bull needs to be careful because you don't have this go up unless people are selling into rallies. And that's why it's up 2 days. And I will tell you, once you break up above this high right here, you would see where more equities would sell at the highs versus the selected high beta cap stocks on intraday highs in pre-market futures gap. And we do well, really well with that market as the way the day will be presented in price. It's all about price, not about nothing else. Fear is building a base right now. And you only build bases when the broader top of rallies are starting to see some profit taking. Beware.